So guys, we're going to do a bit of live trading just to show you guys how I trade. I've just opened this brand new trade on Bitcoin, 32,000. I just took some profits from some of my shorts. I posted in my Discord just letting the guys know that I was taking some profits off the table, and I am opening a long position. Now, as you guys know on the channel, a lot of the time what I do is trade with 1%, 2%, and that's usually 10k, 20k. But you probably have seen me take some 20k trades, 30k trades, 40k trades. And I just want to show you what I do when I'm taking those trades, why I take them. It's extremely risky, and I don't advocate it, and that's why I don't tend to post around that I've just opened 3% trade or a 4% trade, because unless you're experienced or you know what you're doing, it can be incredibly dangerous, and you can go into a negative very fast if you don't have discipline. It actually took me some years to get to a level where I could close these out if it started to go into a negative. So when do I take 3%, 4% trades? So obviously you can see I've got this $32,000 trade on. It's just starting to go into profit now. So I literally just entered it and it's already at 3%, trying to push up. So I add more percentage when I'm quite confident that there's going to be a bounce on the charts. So I'll normally increase slightly, but I'll have a strict risk management system. I won't sit and hold this, okay? So what I'll do is if it starts to go into the negative, I'll reduce the size immediately to my original position, right? So I normally trade with 1%, so I should have traded with $10,000 here, but I feel like we're going to bounce here, right? I feel like there's a high chance that we're going to bounce to the upside here. And if I trade with 32k, I'm not really risking much, because I'll just close it down to 10k if we start to go into the negative. So you could call this kind of sniping. When you think, you see here where we had this liquidity buy up here, it's usually followed by a big move to the upside. You see where the liquidity started to get snapped up here. So if I get this and I'm confident we're seeing a bounce, and obviously I'm checking the S&P, I'm checking Japan, I'm checking the futures, and they are also having a little bit of a bounce as well. So I've got some confluence here that the price might start moving to the upside, and then I can have 32,000 trade on, right? And as you can see here, it's starting to move up into profit, 5% now. So I'm around $1,600 in profit at the moment, but it is starting to look healthy. It looks like it wants to try and make a move to the upside. So I'm going to leave this on now. So technically what a lot of traders do now here is they would set their stop loss to entry. So they would move their stop loss to where they entered, and now it's a completely free bet, right? If the price moves up towards here or towards here, you can make $30,000 in a day. And what's your worst case scenario now is the price comes to the downside. If you've set your stop loss at entry, it doesn't, you haven't lost anything at all. You've lost completely nothing. So it's a completely free lottery ticket. Now, why don't I set my stop loss at entry here? I like to leave some breathing room. I'm quite confident that the price is going to move up here to the upside. I like to leave a little bit of breathing room, because sometimes what the market makers will do is they'll just try and bring it down a little bit. They'll try and wick it down a little bit to shake some long positions out, because they don't want to pay the long positions out, right? Because if this pushes to the upside here, I'm going to make probably $30,000 today. They don't want me to make that money. So sometimes you'll get some movement up and down. This is why you have to have strict discipline. Now, how do a lot of people lose by taking these larger trades is what they do is they increase their size. Like they break their rule of 1%, 2%, whatever. They increase their size, and they start hoping. So the trade goes against them. So you see where I'm up 1.6k. It could easily go down 1.6k if the price goes to the downside. But as I said, I'm really confident that the price is going to move to the upside here. If it does go to the downside, I have to close this trade out. I can't sit and question myself. I can't sit and wonder, is this trade, is this a scam? Is this the market makers just manipulating the price? Because you will watch it go minus 2k, minus 4k, minus 10k, minus 20k, and before you know it, it would be minus 30k. And that can happen very, very fast, maybe in a matter of minutes or hours sometimes. So when I'm taking these 30k trades, 40k trades, so 3%, 4%, I'm having a very, very tight stop loss. So if it starts to go into a negative, I will close the trade out. Normally I'll decide what that amount might be. It might be $5,000 on this trade. Okay, so if my upside here, if the price does move to the upside, I'll make $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000. and if the price comes to the downside, I'll lose $5,000. So it's trying to understand your risk reward on your specific trade. I'm risking $5,000 to try and make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. And for me, that's worth it, right? And some of these trades have played out for me. That's if I risk 5,000. Like I said, some traders would just set a stop loss to entry, and it's a completely free bet. They can't lose. But I like to leave a little bit of breathing room only when I think that this is a strong setup, right? And I think this is quite a strong setup right now, because of this little liquidity spike here, because of the confluence I'm seeing on the futures, and Japan and the news as well, right? I'm constantly scanning the news. So yeah, let's see how it plays out. I don't know if we're going to see it on the stream. Maybe we will see it on the video. Where would I take profit? Well, we're probably going to get a lot of resistance back up here. So I quite like to see the price come back up to 89k, and that's a big move. So let's actually work out. We can do that on the video. If the price currently is 85.8k, and if the price moves up to my target, so let's see what we would make profit. If it goes to 89,000, I make $37,000. Are we getting some bounces here? So we're getting a lot of buy pressure down here. The open interest as well has started to drop off. So this means that a lot of traders that were probably short in the market have got liquidated, right? So really, really nice. We want to see that open interest drop down. One thing you'll see is when the candles are wicking down like this as well, a lot of retail are short in here. So you see where we had this sell signal when we crashed down from 89.5. A lot of retail get bearish when they see red candles. They're not really taking longs down here. They're taking shorts. You'll see James Wynn do this a lot, right? When the candles are red, they open up short positions. So it's counterintuitive. It's really hard to do. If you're new to trading, it's going to feel so wrong taking a long position here. But this is actually where you are supposed to technically take the long position, right? BTC is actually starting to move just as we expected. It seemed like it was going to make a big move. So I'm already $5,000 in profit right now. So you can see how fast some of these gains can really come. We're almost at $6,000, and now we're at $6,000 profit. So some traders would take profit here. I mean, 17%, 16% is pretty good. Some traders would take profit here. I'm confident that we're gonna move higher here, and start moving to the upside. I'm confident that I could potentially hit $15,000, $20,000, $30,000. And it all comes down to what kind of trader you are. Most of my gains have come from taking the risks, and when I'm confident in a setup, most of my gains have been just from waiting and being patient, right? And also, I am slightly risk adverse. So if I'm in a position where I can set my stop loss to entry now, I can't lose anything, right? I can't lose. If this pushes to the upside, I'm in huge profits. And if it comes down to my entry, I can't lose anything. Easy, guys. So we're just following up on this trade that I took the other day. So as you guys know, I was talking about this fresh trade I took in real time. And the price ended up moving up just as we were expecting, sort of up to these kind of ranges. So I've taken a little bit of profits off the table. So I've already banked $5,000. I'm going to bank a little bit more here now because it's $21,000 in profit. My target is around 90k and the current price is 89.4k. So I'm not going to be too greedy. Pigs get slaughtered. I'm going to take some profits here. I'm going to take 30% of this trade off the table. So I just click this to market. 30%, and then I'm just going to close that trade out. So now I've banked 11.8k dollars here in profit. I've still got $15,000 on the table here, so $25,000. So I think I said at the start of the trade, I'm risking $5,000 to try and make $30,000 or $40,000, which I could potentially make here if we push up and hit my target. If the price continues to come down here, there's a few different things I could do. So technically, I could set a trailing stop loss here, right? So if the price reverts and comes down here, I could set a trailing stop loss, and that will close out the trade in $12,000, $10,000 profit. But I do think we are going to push up and hit my target around 90k. So I'm going to let it run a bit. I've already taken $11,000 off the table, so I can't lose. Whatever happens, I've already banked $11,000, and I do think I can hit that target of, I think we were going for $30,000, $40,000. And I do think I can hit that. Where are we today? So today's the 17th. So I think I started the trade on the 16th or the 15th. So yeah, as you can see, $25,000 in profit just in 2 days. Absolutely crazy. My other trades are doing pretty well as well. So my Tau short is currently around $5,000 in profit. Ethereum is, we've already banked $10,000 on the Ethereum trade, so that's already banked, but we've still got 5,000 there that we could potentially take off the table. I'm going to leave it for now and just see when we hit 90k. I think we might have a little bit of a cool down and might have a little bit of a rejection. So I want to see what happens to Ethereum. Now we're really pushing up now, 89.6k on BTC. And how much do we have here now? 15.7k to claim and 11.8 here. But BTC is really trying to climb up to that 90k target now, where I am going to take a little bit more off the table. Maybe we'll hit it on this video. Let's see. My other trades, World Liberty Finance is doing well. It's around $4,000 in profit there. XRP is pretty good. So $5,000 in profit there. Mon doing really good, $24,000. So I've already banked $19,000, or let's say $20,000, and I've only got 4,000 left to claim. So I've taken a lot of that off the table already. Zcash, $789, $10,000. Render, $5,000, and then Sui, $20,000. So we've been absolutely killing it, guys. My account currently is on $185,000. Floating P&L is $39,000. So doing very, very well. We're pushing up to our target now. Look at this, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. 17,000 now. So that's $28,000 profit. It's still climbing. I'm getting ready to take more profits here. It looks like we might even break 90k. So I might just test the waters and see how this goes. But I'm closing out 25% here. So I've banked $15,000 now. We're still trying to climb higher here. 89.7. 89.8. This is absolutely crazy. So yeah, just as we expected, right? We could see there was loads of buy pressure coming in down here. Quite a solid level, big psychological number, 85k, of course. Then we had that liquidity grab. We had this lovely liquidity grab here. And now we're coming back for those shorts. What happens in a downtrend as well is you see whether all these red candles, you actually get a lot of retail traders opening up short trades. And that's why you can sometimes have these pushes back to the upside as they come and short the retail traders. Just as right now, right, there'll be a lot of traders opening long positions, which is why I'm taking profits. And, we could come back down to the downside. Did we hit 90k? Almost to the dollar. Look at that. We almost hit 90k to the dollar, and we're starting to actually take a little bit of a rejection here. So I am going to take a little bit more profits off the table. So let's close out another 30% here. Market close 30%. Now we've banked $20,000 in 2 days, guys. So whatever happens now, I can't lose. My stop loss is set to entry. I can't lose. There's still $8,000 left on the table for me to potentially claim. But I'm going to see how this plays out, see if we break higher. But I'm very happy with making 20,000. It's been 2 days, so it's pretty much $10,000 a day. I'm very, very happy with that. And pigs get slaughtered, right? Instead of me chasing more trades, I'll just wait and see how this plays out. See if we push higher here, see if we come down, see if we get rejected, and just wait for the next trade setup, right? Wait for the next perfect trade setup. Something similar to this, where I can take quite a nice size. You can see I added a little bit more than my usual size to this trade because I was quite confident that we were going to have a push to 90k at least. Guys, if you want to join us and you want to see the trades, head over to my Twitter. You can see all of my trades, all of the trade setups we're doing. It's not just me. We have a professional leverage trader in the Discord as well who also gives trade setups and trade ideas. And we're smashing it. We're #1 on Patreon. We've been absolutely killing it this cycle. We had some crazy targets that pretty much played out, right? We talked about a potential top target for BTC around 115,000 to 120,000. This was back in January, so nearly 12 months ago we were looking at these for a potential top target. And look at these shorts we opened. So I opened quite a big short on BTC around 125,000. I ended up closing these, which I do regret, guys. I ended up taking profits. I think I was up over $100,000 on some of these trades, and I ended up taking profits off the table. But a lot of people were long here. A lot of people were hoping for higher. So even though, look, I'm moaning about making profits here, but some people actually got liquidated on their longs. Some people kept buying the dip on altcoins, and altcoins just completely got decimated and came down 50%, 60%. So, we were short in altcoins. You can see here we opened a short on ETH at 4.4k. I think today the price is, I think it went down to the 2000s, right? So yeah, absolutely crazy cycle, and I hope I expect we're going to have another good cycle. Obviously, anything's possible in this space, but I would like to think that we are going to have a better cycle as we're constantly learning. So if you want to join us, head over to my Twitter, search this one, the bottom one, not the top one. Search the bottom one, click this link here. That's going to take you to Patreon, and then when you join Patreon, you can join the Discord, and then you can see all of my buy and sell alerts, all of my portfolios that I'm building. In 2026, we're going to start building our portfolios again, because obviously we bought in the bear market, but we sold. We started to sell this bull run. We bought down here, right? So we bought down here when we came down to this bottom support. We started to buy our altcoins and crypto and Bitcoin. And we took some profits here from this. This is where we went into extreme euphoria. Everyone was frothing at the mouth, so we took some profits off the table. And we actually took some longs here. So where we took our big long on BTC, because we were looking for a push up to 100k. And that long position changed my life when we came back here and we broke out here. And now we seem to be playing out, right? Everything seems to be playing out. This is where we took some more profits off the table, and then we came up and topped here. So I posted this back in January, and it's crazy how it's kind of playing out so far. BTC still pushing, guys. So we're up to $30,000 now. Absolutely phenomenal. In just a few days, we're up to $30,000. My shorts are still looking okay. So isn't it funny that altcoins are still shockingly terrible? I mean, I've taken a lot of profits from these shorts already, but it's crazy that BTC pumps these days and altcoins barely move. 90.2k, so we're pushing over $30,000 now, guys, as we continue to push up. I do have a long position on my copy trade as well, so if you guys are copy trading me on Blowfin, you will also be in a long position on BTC, and you can copy trade me. Again, just go and have a look at my profile. Here's the link. Use this link to get a discount. I think you get maybe a bonus or a discount on your trading fees. I'm not too sure, but use that link if you want to. Just copy that into your browser. If you want to copy trade me on Blowfin, there's no KYC there, so I think anyone can use it. Guys, that's it for now. Not financial advice, do your own research. Investing in crypto, investing in anything is highly risky. You can lose all of your money investing in anything, so always do your own research first. Don't forget to drop a comment on the video. Are you copy trading me? Are you in the long position, or are you in the Discord? Did you see the long position from the pro trader? Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on this move. Are you taking profits here? Do you think we're going to go higher? That's it for now, guys. Until then, I will catch you in the next one.